Oh, it's cold one this morning, folks. About -2 last one out. Toilet time. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Rip out the toilet, cover it, see if I can make some alterations, see if they work. Well, this is the big one, because toilet, once that's done, it's a seating area. Once that's done, it's cupboards. Right, so as my toilet more or less stripped out, all I've got is this side wall that's next to the bed, and this side wall, which is obviously where the seating area is the other side. So it's this piece I want to bring over, and I want to bring it over as close as I can to that edge there. Just so that I get a bit more space. It's that much space I was hoping to get. So I guess that top bit there might need to be scribed out a little bit, because that comes out. Yeah, little bits like that might have to be removed, and that might have to be scribed out a little bit more as it comes closer to there for the curve. So it curves that way, and it also curves in slightly. I don't know if you can just see that. So there's a fair bit of extra little bits of work to be done there, and for that much space. Yeah, I'll have a look, see if it's going to come off. Obviously the biggest thing is it's not going to bring me to put that window square in the panel. I was maybe thinking I'd bring this to here and square it off there. Oh, lots of things to consider and look at. Right, well there we go. For everyone that didn't remember what it looked like before we put it in December, that's it. So that's the footprint, and obviously we've got a couple of brackets either side to deal with. My main issue on this one is that that's obviously fixed in there, riveted. If I remove that, that's going to leave a hole, which means that I need to be on that side of the hole to cover it up, which means that it's an awful lot of effort to go through for just a couple of centimetres maybe, which is a bit of a pain. Like I say, it is that it's coming up against, so it's following that line down. But that's quite an easy thing to notch out past. Says easy because obviously he's done it loads. Not. Yeah, John, it's easy because how many times have you like notched out and scribed past something? Quite a bit actually, but yeah. To come down there was obviously the easiest route at the time. To move past that is going to be quite difficult. But I just think it'd look neater, not being pushed up against that window frame. I'll have a think about this and see how we get on. My problem is, there's one time kind of shot, if I remove the piece of wood that is scribed to that bit, move it over this bit, I can't then go back. I've got to have a new piece of wood and all that that's made up of it. So I think the crux of it is it stays as it is in the configuration it was, and I'll just vinyl wrap all the surfaces and then reassemble it. I think that's the best way around this one, to be practical and not really to want to cause massive amounts of work for myself. I think, yeah, I'm going to be pragmatic. I'm going to do the sensible option. Yeah, doing that. Right, that's a day's work, but I'm very happy with that. So we've got green on this side. Obviously I still need to redo the bench seat. And then inside the toilet room is now all vinyl wrapped in like a wood grain effect. So you actually do see the wood grain on the sheen as well. Obviously I've yet to refit the light and everything else, but that does make the space look much nicer. I think you'll agree. So just, yeah, get back in there, refit everything, and then tomorrow I'm going to work out where the heater pipe's going to go, simply because the configuration of the batteries meant the outlet I was going to have coming out the back there, there's a battery there now, so I may have it about this height. That'll come up the edge of the toilet, and then just 90° through there under the bed. There's going to be a wall here of sorts, and I think most of you guessed that, yeah, I'm having a tambour door is going to be sat behind here, and then when you close it, it's going to close wherever it closes. The problem is I need to have the tambour door the right height, that it sits all the way to the back there, so that it's got the full 90° travel to make the opening as wide as possible. But obviously it can't follow the contour of the ceiling, so I'm going to have to put like a little batten at the top there, and then a faceplate across the front of there to hide the track. So roughly speaking, that is my entrance area. So I will slide the door that way, which will push it back in there against this wall. It does mean the downside is that there's no way of having any storage on this wall like there used to be, because obviously the tambour door is going to go against it. The other issue, obviously, if you think, oh well, we'll have it that way, John. So if you did have the tambour door so it went behind the toilet, then you'd be roughly the same problem as before. This would here, this bit, would be a solid wooden panel. And therefore you'd have to try and walk in there and turn around and get around the toilet like that. So this is the way I'm building it. Got my two pieces. This piece is the bit that goes next to the toilet. That piece hides the slight turn of the tambour around the end, and hopefully will just about reveal the handle to open or close the door. And then we've got a bottom piece which just about hides the track. This is the top track by the way, but yeah, bottom piece just about hides the bottom track, and then the top piece is deep enough that when it returns, the bottom track's going to be behind it like that. So I've gone and put all my pocket holes everywhere, so everything attaches it. I couldn't build this in one piece like most people do, because the rest of my van's built, and I couldn't get a one piece in there, given the fact that it's got to fit exactly down the middle of the van at its highest point to the floor and the ceiling. I couldn't get the one piece in, couldn't get it through the back or through here at no angle or measuring around or anything like that. So yeah, pretty much this is the best solution to do that, is build it in the pieces. Obviously the next thing I need to do now is vinyl wrap everything. So this is a bit different. So the 4 pieces that make up the board that is going to be essentially the bathroom outer wall or door entrance way that the tambour door is going to fit around anyway. Is something I've not really done before, so it seems to be working out all right. I've done the grey side already, so this is the inner side, and I've got all the 4 pieces in. So that's the main piece, the side piece, and then there is the bottom piece, and there is the top piece, and you can see where the indentations are for the pocket holes. And all I'll do with that is just slip down. That allows me still access to the pocket hole, but hopefully then we'll be all right afterwards, that, you know, it won't be too obvious. Fair enough, these are going to be inside, right on the edges as well, so not too visible. Right then, this is where we're up to now anyway. So we've got a toilet cubicle, and it has an outside wall of sorts. I've got a poo palace door. Yeah, it's getting there. Certainly like the wrap on the inside, that has made it look way more of a finished campervan with a proper toilet thing. I just need to now work out the gubbins bit for the tambour door. Hopefully very soon both vans will be finished and we can go off and travel some more. But for now, yes, one finished, almost finished poo palace. Need to put the tambour door in, but that will be next time. And yeah, that means I'll catch you on the next time. Catch you on the next video. See you later, folks. Bye.